Heidi Ho, Stampers, Deb Valder here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I want to welcome you back to my studio. Today I'm going to show you a technique, again, with using our Thinlits. I use the Butterfly Thinlit, but you can use any Thinlit at all with these. They lend themselves to a lot of different techniques, and this one I actually found on page 27 of the Occasions catalog. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but this technique right here is very different than anything else because we're not going to actually cut the butterfly out. Not half cut it out, not cut it out in full. It's not cut out at all. It just gives you some color, and it kind of makes an impression into your cardstock. So let me just show you how we did this. This is found on page 27. The Thinlit that I'm going to be using is found on page 26. It's a Thinlit here. It comes in a bundle with this stamp set, and you can buy them both separately or you can buy them together and get 15% off of each piece. So that's a really good deal. So let's get started. I'm going to start off using a piece of our watercolor paper. It's a little bit thicker than cardstock, and that's what I like to use. So I'm going to take and first get out my Thinlit, and I will use the butterfly because I want to show you how to make this particular card. I'm going to get out the butterfly, and then I'm going to get out a scrap piece of paper. Let me just run and grab a scrap piece of paper. Here we go. It's actually a paper towel, and I'm going to put my butterfly onto that. And the next thing I'm going to get is my brayer, and I'm using the Coastal Cabana color. So my base card is actually Coastal Cabana, and then I'm using the ink to match it because I also have Coastal Cabana ribbon that comes as a free item in the Celebration catalog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up with my brayer this I'm going to ink up the brayer with the Coastal Cabana. Now, you'll notice I didn't just go back and forth. If I did that, I would just be getting color. So many times I see so many people just brayering it back and forth, and then there's no color on the top. I tell the girls, pizza, 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 pizza. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, okay? And then we'll go merrily down the street. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're not going to go this way because I don't want to pick up color on the top and the bottom. So I'm just going to take it, I'm going to roll this. It doesn't look like there's any color on there, but there really is. Now, I purposely got some color down here to show you how to get rid of that. I'm going to take my aqua pen, and that's why I like using a paper towel underneath this because you can take and you can use it as a blotter. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this color right here and take it off. Do you see how I'm kind of rubbing it onto the paper right here? So this is wet. I want to just take all the color off. Just make sure you don't have it outside because if you do, it's going to be kind of like picking up edges when you're stamping. You're actually going to take and pick up those edges. Now I'm going to move my card and I'm going to take and bring up my Big Shot. So here is my Big Shot. Now you want to be careful that you don't touch the sides of that butterfly because you'll take the color off. So here's my Big Shot. Let me unzoom here a little bit so that you can see what I'm going to be doing. Let me push this up just a tad. Okay, so there's my Big Shot. Here's my clear plastic or my magnetic platform. Now instead of using our clear plastic plates, we're going to be using our crease pads, and that is so very important. So I'm going to have a crease pad on the bottom, and then I'm going to take my watercolor paper, and then I'm going to take very carefully, not to touch the outlay of the parts that are sticking out. Oh, I put it out too far. Okay, that's okay. So now what I'm going to do, see what I mean by that is it's hanging off, and it's okay. It's just going to be different than the one that I have right here. You don't want to try to move it because the color will have already started on the watercolor paper. Now I'm going to take another crease pad and lay it on the top. And the reason we're doing that is because that's the right sandwich for this piece, okay? You don't want to put a clear plastic plate. You want to put two of these. Now, somebody said to me, I don't have two of these, but I have a long one and a short one. Oh, most definitely you can use the long one. When we had our dies, the long dies, you can take and you can use that one, and it works out very, very well. And now what I'm doing is just running it through the Big Shot, and I want to show you what it looks like after I take it off. So here is my here's my crease pad. I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to very carefully lift up this, and you will see how it all comes out with the ink into, it's impressed into the the watercolor paper. Okay? Now to finish up our card, this is very, very easy. I'm going to take and I'm going to rip because I love doing the ripping technique. It's very inexpensive and it's all done by control. You don't want to just take and rip it. You want to take and control it. So you see how I'm taking my two hands and just kind of ripping it across like this? I ripped a little bit more than we did here, but that's kind of off there too. So this one's going to look different, but it's still going to be just as beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this layer to this layer. This is just absolutely putting it all together now. Using my fast fuse, I'm just going to take and bring it onto my black layer. Okay, so here we go. You want, with their fast fuse, you want to make sure you get it right the first time. Okay, so there is our piece. I'm going to stamp my words in white craft ink. And here we go. You're the best. Okay, we're going to just stamp that right there. And then I'm going to take, now remember I told you that we had some free ribbon. This is free ribbon from the Celebration catalog. It comes in a packet and it's so popular that it's a little bit back ordered right now, but they'll catch up quickly. So I'm just going to take, and on the back of my card, I'm going to put, let's get rid of this white ink. I'm going to take and put some fast fuse. And this is going to start right here. And wrap it around right here. You see what I'm doing? Just kind of adding that. And now I'm going to add my Venetian lace to the bottom of that. Well, let's get that up just a little bit because it's a little bit crooked. You notice I didn't put adhesive all the way along my ribbon. I never do that. I just do it on the back, and that way it's kind of freestanding and it's not bogged down. It just stays kind of straight. And I'm going to do the same thing to my Venetian lace. I'm just going to lay it down just a little bit to catch a little bit of the color from the blue or the Coastal Cabana ribbon here, and lay it down. And see, there's that fast fuse on the back, so it's catching both of those. Okay? And now I'm just going to add that layer to my card base, and this is a book opening. Okay? And we'll just lay that down just like that. Okay? And now we need to add a few embellishments. So I'm going to take my 3/4 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to punch a back to this. And I'm going to take one of our embellishments from the Occasions catalog, the 2015. These are called Something Borrowed, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to use mini glue dots to put these on because that's what works best. So I'm taking my mini glue dot and I'm putting it right there in the middle where the gem is, and I'm going to attach it to my circle right here. And add another mini glue dot to the back of that one and add it to my butterfly. You see that? And there's our card. Absolutely gorgeous, super duper simple. Anybody can do that. Like I said, the little butterfly went off the top there, but it's still okay. It still looks good. The gems and everything just add to it. For all the details and to order any of these supplies, hop on over to my blog. You will absolutely, hopefully, get amazed by the things that are over there. So take care. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed my post.